Okay. Made by Auntie Linz.
Oh, so you're gonna be right in front of Sorge's restaurant right here.
Sorge's.
Yep. So just
Where that silver car is.
Yep. And then well, I don't know who that is. So you'll see pieces of tape on the sidewalk that should say "Made by Auntie Linz" and just kind of set up in between those two.
Perfect. Thank you. Hello, happy Friday. It's market day and I'm here in Corning on Market Street. I'm so nervous and so excited. I just signed in. I'm gonna get ready to set up. There's a couple people already here setting up. It is 2:12. Setup started at 2. The event starts at 4. I'm just gonna get right into it. I forgot my camera today at home, so I have to use my cell phone for the first half. And somebody is literally just parked in my spot right now. So I'm just gonna unload and hopefully they move because I can't with this silver car here. Oh wait, I think she found somebody to move the car. Okay, so I will see you in a little bit. This is me. So quaint. I'm in front of Sorge's restaurant. Hand and foot. I am going to set the phone up and you can watch me figure this out. Okay, so I'm halfway through setting up. I just want my mess. I have to get it together here, so I'm trying hard. I also have a bag of chicken bodies that I'm gonna finish, so it will be more full. I just have to do it. I'm removing the tags off of all my old scrunchies and putting them on my new scrunchie holder. I made this, guys. Can you believe it? Look how perfect they fit. I made that literally in like 5 hours. It was great. Just don't look at the back because the back's not pretty. I did have to hold it up somehow. So, I mean, it's not awful. And then I have a little frame. Scrunchies 2 for $8. I'm going with the whole gold accents. There's a mirror. Gold accents and with the pink and the blue. Oh, it looks so good. I can't believe how well it's working. So yeah, this is 3 o'clock before it even starts. And I'm getting there. Oh, I also decided to do a blanket raffle because they don't sell like ever. So I think this will be a good way to kind of clear out just my fun makes. And I got little, look at that, come on now. I hope people smile when they see that. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. It's 3:42, I'm checking in before the event starts. We are right across from music, so I'm going to try not to do any talking. I'll probably just show everything that's going on. But I wanted to show my... I still have these guys to tag. Set out my business cards, but we're looking good. I'm really excited about it. It's gonna be a good day. Good morning, guys. It's the next day. I don't have as much pep in my step. Quick recap of yesterday. I was there from 2 to 9. In terms of sales, it was an okay day. From what you saw with the crowd, it didn't get much busier than that. And my booth was never full of people at one point, but there was, a consistent, some people left, some people came in, that kind of thing. Hey, Gustav! Hello, Bubbles. Mr. Bubbles. Mr. Good boy. Oh, Dariah too. So it was, it was a good day. It was just a lot, like mentally and physically. Did you just burp? Some points to point out. I was very close to the band. The person across from me was a food truck, and then next to them was the band. So I had to talk really loud. I had to almost yell, like I hurt. They played for 4 hours straight. And they were awesome, but it was just so loud, and it, like, even just being in close proximity to a band for that long, it's kind of like, okay, I just kind of need a break. They didn't stop from 4 to 8. So that was kind of tiring to have to like yell to people. I was there by myself, so I didn't get a bathroom break, which was fine because I didn't have to go. I'm sure if I asked my neighbor to watch it, it would have been fine. I did end up leaving my stuff out there. They said that the streets are watched at night by a patrol. I didn't feel too comfortable with it, so I kind of waited around to see what everybody else was doing. And out of the 5 blocks of people that were there, at least in my block, everybody left their tent, left their stuff. They just put the walls up and dropped the tent. And I didn't have the walls, so I put everything away as best as I could so that it wouldn't get wet or buggy or hopefully stolen. At that point, I was just done. By 9 o'clock last night, I was literally like, I'm ready to fall out. I can't even, I was scared to even drive home. Like, I was so tired. And today's going to be even longer. I hate to sound like so negative about, like my experience so far, because it's fun. Like, the vibes are there. The type of people that go is great. Like, it's really such a fun time. But in terms of just doing it's hard right now. I'm breastfeeding. I had to be away from Mabel for 6 hours, and just stuff like that. It sucks. I think another mental aspect of it was I told myself that I was going to be a bit more vocal, like, regardless of, because I had to be next to the band, so I kind of had to be anyway. But I made it a point to consciously be confident and talk about myself and my brand. Usually I'm like, hey, how's it going? How are you? What you up to today? Like, small talk. And I guess that's fine, like, in most cases. But I think because it's such a big show, I was like, no, I'm actually going to tell people who I am and what I do and why I do it. Like, what makes me different. And I want to thank Monica on YouTube for that, because over the last week that I've been crocheting, I've been watching her and her stuff, and she's instilled a confidence in me that I didn't even know I could have. So thank you, Monica. Check her out. Game plan for today is to go to U-Haul I can't even think right. I don't know how today's gonna go. I have a U-Haul pickup at 9 o'clock. Right now we only have one car because my car's engine is shot, and it's been shot since May. We are going to U-Haul to pick up a van for me. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry if you get this far into the video and you have to hear me talk like this. I'm going to try and edit it as best I can, because I'm dragging today, and I really hope that I get some pep
some energy. And like last night I had like the vendor that was the food vendor was across from me. I had them for dinner, and then I feel like I almost went into a food coma because it was a huge heaping pile of mac and cheese, and then on top of that was a huge heaping pile of pulled pork. And it was the most delicious thing I'd ever eaten in my whole life. But I about went into a food coma. I am going to U-Haul at 9 o'clock. Setup starts at 9 o'clock. It'll take me about 20 minutes to get there, so I won't be too far behind the ball. I already have everything there, all my tablecloths and everything set up. So I just need to pop my tent up, put my display out, and I'm done. I'm hoping to get some crochet time in. There was the woman at the food truck. She just had a granddaughter. She said she's a preemie. She was like, "Can you make me a hat?" And I said, "Oh, absolutely." So I grabbed some yarn to make her a little preemie hat while I'm there today. I want to get a couple more ghosts out. I made quite a bit yesterday. I was just, crocheting and like standing up, walking around so people could see that I was doing what I was doing. I finished a couple chickens, and then I had mushroom boys. I have the pattern memorized, so I was just doing those. It seemed like every time I whipped one out, somebody would buy a new one, so it was just like replenishing the stock. I'll get to numbers at the end of the video, but I did make my booth fee back. The price of the U-Haul to rent the U-Haul was $30. Well, yeah, was it 30? 35 to rent the U-Haul. Hopefully I make, I can make some of that back as well and then keep some profit. But I didn't take as much as I wanted to. I feel like my booth was kind of bare. I felt unprepared because I decided to do a rebrand halfway through last week, and I was focused on that. But I think that it was important for me to show cohesiveness and that I'm serious, and I have this, I don't know, now I'm matching with my booth and my brand, so we'll see if it pays off. But I'm gonna go enjoy a cup of tea, and I'll see y'all at U-Haul. Okay, I am in the U-Haul. Holy cow, I'm way up high. I feel like I'm driving a truck. I'm nervous, but it's all highway and then a little bit of not highway. So I think I'll be all right. I've just gotta take it slow, and I've driven the 16-foot bad boys before, so I don't know why I'm nervous. I guess because it's not mine. I'm just excited. Okay. Let's hit the road. The time is 10:50. I am in my tent, all set up, ready to go. I did make a few improvements for today. The chickens and the mushroom guys are set up a little bit better because they were my best sellers yesterday. And then they're the first thing you see when you walk by. I also moved the scrunchies down. It's going to be a little windier today, so I'm nervous about things flying. I've already had a couple things blow off my table. And then my hats and my hat stand, I gave a little more room to because they were all crowded yesterday. So yesterday people kept hitting their head on the third guy that was down here. So I made it a little taller and made it to where, you have to really, unless you're eye level with it, you're good. I'm short, so you can see. How's it going? I'm good, thank you. I hand make everything myself, and I love the soft and squishy everything, so feel free to touch. Yes, thank you. I appreciate it.
It's 11 officially, and I was really nervous about being here by myself, but a girlfriend just called. She said she's gonna come and help, give me a break. I'm looking forward to that because then I can actually kind of walk around and look. And I trust her. She's a girlfriend that crochets as well, and she's done a couple markets doing some crochet and some wreaths, so I trust her. She knows what she's doing. And yeah, I'm gonna get to going, I guess. All right, I'll check in a little bit. It's 2:50. I was gonna check in sooner, but a band was playing and it got loud, and then every time I tried to record, somebody walked in my booth. So it seems like there's a lull right now in terms of people. In terms of sales, I've made 31 sales total so far. I'm in the process of making more items because I'm selling out of literally everything. And I knew this was gonna happen because I just wasn't prepared, but I mean, it's a good problem to have, so I can't complain. So yeah, if I can, I'll pop on again.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Have a good day.
You too. If I can, I'll pop on again, but I don't know if I'll be able to because another band's about to start playing. Hey guys, it's now 6:30. We were told to prepare for thunderstorms. There was a short spurt of rain about an hour ago, and they said be prepared to pack up and go right after that because a big storm is coming. So far, it's just been sprinkling. It is raining, but it's not awful. There's not a lot of wind. I had to take down some of my lights, or the solar lights, so that it would be a lot easier to get going once I was done because it's supposed to rain for like 2 hours straight later. David and the baby just left so that they don't get rained out. I was crocheting, but I'm starting to drain on energy and I was making mistakes. I said, you know what, I'm just gonna chill. It feels really beautiful out. I brought a little shirt in case I get too cold, but like I said, not a lot of wind, not a lot of rain, and I'm still getting people coming up and asking questions. Here, I'll show you what this street looks like. When we were told to prepare for rain, there were a lot of vendors that actually had left. They packed up and dipped. So I'm holding out. I hope that it pans out because even if I don't sell a lot, I'm at least talking to people, giving them my card, telling them to go to my website. And I really pushed for custom orders today because I knew I didn't have as much as I wanted to have. So I was telling people, look, just shoot me a form, hit me up, and I'll get you hooked up. So there's still quite a few people. I got an hour and a half left. I'm so tired. Street lights are starting to come on, so this will probably be my last update. I do want to show you my after, basically, of how my table looks. Hi guys, it's Monday. I just wanted to pop on and tell you how everything went and give you numbers and pros and cons. After where you last saw me, it was pretty uneventful. After the rain and the rain warnings, people dispersed, vendors dispersed. We couldn't leave until we couldn't pull up our vehicles until 8 o'clock. A lot of people just carried their stuff back to the car. I don't know how they did that. That was crazy.
So I had to wait until 8 to pull up the U-Haul and pack up. Overall, it was a really good event. I would go back. Friday's communication was well. I got in without a hitch, set up. It was great. But Saturday, I didn't know where to go. I didn't know what I should have done. I was a hot mess. So I think that could be better. Also, being near the band was not fun. I feel like if I had been anywhere else, I would have had a better day on Friday. And I didn't have to yell as much on Saturday, but it was exhausting keeping the same kind of energy while yelling. Like, oh my gosh. So Friday ended up taking a lot out of me. Saturday, I started out slower, but I pepped up a little bit in the middle there. But by the end, man, I was just done. I was done. Next time I might just do Saturday. I think it would just be worth it to do Saturday. And I'll tell you why. Okay, in terms of numbers, I did meet my goal on Saturday. I was aiming to make $600 a day. That just, from the way I calculated, that just made the most sense to me. So on Friday, I sold 12 items and made $159. On Saturday, I sold 57 items and made $706. After deducting the booth fee, insurance for the show, and the U-Haul, my grand total was $610. I know that the amount of product that I brought heavily influenced that number. I could have easily sold twice as much as that I did. But the branding aspect of it for me was important. It's something that I feel like I haven't been able to get right since I started. It's always been well, that's cute, so I'll just do that. It wasn't really me. It was just kind of like, okay, I'm going for cute, so this is what just makes sense. But when I got the light bulb of like, wow, this is what it is, this is what I do, this is why I love it, this is why I do it, I was really motivated to push that, not just my branding, but in my confidence as well. And it was really easy for me to talk about everything that I do, why I do it. So even though I didn't bring as much as I absolutely should have, the way that I spoke about my brand and the way that people responded to it absolutely was life-changing. To be confident in it and to talk about it and everything. It was just such a surreal experience, especially because the event was so big. So it's not like I just told 2 people and they met that energy. Like, no, it was like every single person that walked in for the entire 8-9 hours that I was there. It was really cool. I did want to show you what the baby hat looked like that I finished. I got one other custom order while I was there, and that's for a pumpkin. So I'll be working on that this week. There were a few things that I tried different this time as an experiment to see how it would go. And the first one was having something free in my stall. I had free stickers. I just bought a sticker book from a store and like cut it up, and you know, it was like flowers and bugs and stuff like that, like something that was relatively similar to my brand. And I was just like, free stickers. The response was really positive. I was out of stickers before the event even ended on Saturdays. It drew a lot of kids in, and in turn, you know, started conversations. That was very beneficial. The second thing that I tried was a raffle. I kind of just make stuff sometimes to use up yarn, but also to try new things. And made a couple blankets, but they haven't sold. I've put a price on them, and they don't budge. You know, a lot of people can just get handmade blankets from craft fairs for like $10-20. So not a lot, you know, not everyone's willing to pay $50-60 for a baby blanket, which I totally get. I figured I would try and raffle off an item just to see, I mean, did people even ask about it? How excited did people get? I kid you not one person inquired about it. Not one person signed up for it. I was selling the tickets 1 for $2 or 10 for $10. People looked at it and they liked it. You know, they spoke about the blanket itself, but nothing about the raffle. What I did notice was a lot of people were commenting on the mushroom pillow and the dragon, which both came home with me. I said, well, maybe I can raffle off one of those. Maybe that'll generate more hype. I have the dragon, the bigger dragon, marked as 80 and the pillow marked as 75. Not everybody, nobody was willing to spend that type of money on a product, on one thing. I think next time I might just raffle off the dragon or the pillow, because everybody that walked by was looking at that dragon and had commented on it. But I also heard, not for $80. I think that would be a better direction, especially because of how excited people got over it. I'm gonna try raffling the dragon this weekend at an event. And then I'll make another one to actually maybe sell, so we'll see. So the third thing was my rebrand. It was really positive. I think from an outside perspective, it was easy to spot me because I had those bright pink tablecloths and my sign. I think I made an impression with that. Another new thing for me was the U-Haul. I enjoyed having a big vehicle for all my stuff. I mean, I was able to actually get in the back of the van and like load up and tear down. I don't think I have enough inventory to like really need it. It was really great, but it was kind of a splurge that I don't know if I'll do again unless it's like a really big show that's out of town. We'll just have to figure something different, because spending $106 on a van that I used for 24 hours that I didn't even, it's like monetarily it wasn't worth it. But we only have one vehicle. Everybody had something to do on Saturday, so it was necessary, and I'm glad that I did experience that and kind of go through even just what the process would be like. And it gave me an idea of how much inventory I might actually need, how big of a display I might need to fill a van like that. A lot of firsts this time that didn't work out. That wraps up harvest. Until next year. Harvest and corning, you were an experience. And I loved it. And I can't wait to do it again. Now, I'm shifting gears to prepare for the Octagon Fair at Elmira College in Elmira. That is also an annual event that I anticipate will be maybe not as big, but just as big. It's talked about in the community all year round, and I look forward to doing it. So make sure you subscribe and look out for the next video. Thank you very much. Peace.